Is this a joke? Is Boxy pranking us? Like, is this an anti-Valentine's Day theme? I'm confused. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love affordable fashion and beauty. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if you like that, please sub and stick around. Today, we are going to unbox, although I've already peeked in, and used two products, my Boxy Charm for the month of February. Now, if you see my Ipsy, where I said this is like the worst Ipsy yet from January, this is similar, except for with Boxy Charm. Like are they angry over there? Like, are they having have they been scorned? Because this is supposed to be a like Valentine's themed Boxy Charm. Let me just show you. Okay, so the card that comes in here, typically with Ipsy, there's no like product card. It'll have a theme, but it won't tell you what's in the box. Boxy always has a list of the products and the prices, which I always, and a description, and I really appreciate that. Not this time. Oh no. It just says treat yourself, and then it does say that there's something exciting coming, and they can't wait to tell you about it. The biggest news of the year. Well, it better be that they've got new management, they've got someone new picking out the items, because I've just been really disappointed, to be honest. And yes, I get this in PR. I am grateful for that, but I'm looking at it from the point of view, if I were a paying customer and I knew about what Boxy used to put in their boxes, which were either like high-end name brand, you know, beautiful palettes, launches that were brand new that you got exclusively, you got it first from Boxy Charm, but now they're putting in the like leftovers, the discontinued items, the stuff no one wants into the boxes. I would be upset if I were a paying customer, and that is the point of view that I'm coming from, okay? So whatever is coming up, I hope that it is a like revamp of the subscription. But you guys, this is supposed to be Valentine's theme. Nothing in here says Valentine's, nothing. Just this heart that says Boxy Charm is it. So I do have my eyes blank because I wanted to test out the mascara, which is probably the only thing that I'm that excited about in the box, just to see if it's good. It is the Benefit, I took it out of the box, but it is the They're Real Magnet Mascara. I do love their Big Bang mascara. That's a really good one. So I'm excited to try this out, and I do think it's pretty packaging. So I will try that on camera and give you my first impressions. But let me show you this palette. Keep in mind, this is supposed to be a Valentine's Day box theme. And if you saw Ipsy, you also know why I'm like, really? So this is the Beauty Bakery Proof is in the Pudding palette, okay? Okay, so come on, this is so boring. What about this says Valentine's Day? What about it? I mean, yes, you can do a neutral look, but it's not even like a nuanced neutral look. Like it's just a warm tone, bland, blah, too many light colors, like deeper skin tones. Like, what? Like, no. And this is a Black-owned beauty brand. I did like the other palette that came in Ipsy, and that's what I was hinting at. We got two Beauty Bakery palettes from Ipsy and Boxy. Like, did we need from the same brand? I don't think so. But at least the one in Ipsy had like a blue and a red, and it was a little bit more interesting. This is just a very lackluster neutral palette. I don't even think it's pretty. And I like some neutral palettes. This one's boring. I will try it for you guys, but I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be decluttered. I'm just gonna tell you. Okay, now on another positive little note, there are two items in here that I have tested out because they were skincare. I only tested once, so I can't really tell you that much, but this is the Better Skin Co. Eye Bright Now Anti-Puff, Anti-Dark Circle. I think it has green tea extract, And I tried it today and I did have puffy eyes. And I mean, they don't look puffy now. I've got on other skincare too, but I'm excited to keep trying it. Can't really say too much else about it. The other item is the Gold Fatten Uneven Skin Tone Solution Vital Boost Even Skin Tone Daily Moisturizer with vitamin D, hyaluronic acid, and gooseberry. I did try this today and it did feel nice going on. It's not too thin, not too thick, one that you could definitely wear under your makeup. And I do like the smell of this, the scent. I've tried other of these products and they have that kind of spa-like quality scent to it. So this may not be a bad item, but it's not exciting. It's not exciting. The last item cracks me up because I am a Bravo TV fanatic and watcher. I watch all the Housewives. I also watch Vanderpump Rules. So it just cracks me up that Lala Kent has a beauty line. She had a palette that they put in Ipsy and Boxy that a lot of people decluttered. It was all over Mercari, Poshmark. The quality was allegedly not very good. I didn't try it. But this is the Give Them Lala Beauty liquid lipstick in Booty Call. Well, at least the name kind of is Valentine's Day-ish, if like, you know, you're in that phase of your life. But you guys, it is a super ultra nude liquid lipstick. Like, again, how is that Valentine's? I mean, you can wear a nude lip. You don't have to wear a red lip on Valentine's. That's a cliche. But something in here, something. They could have done like a red and pink palette. Or not even that, they could have done like a purple and pink. If you wanted to put like a neutral palette in here, do one that also had like mauves and then put in like a, you know, like a pretty pinky nude lipstick. Or, you know, I guess you could have done a nude lipstick, but maybe put in like a red liner so you could have a contrast, or like a pink blush. There's so much they could have done. And I just think they are dropping the ball big time. But I'm gonna go ahead and just test out the 3 products that I can on camera and give you my first impressions. So we're gonna dive into this palette. Okay, so it doesn't have a mirror, so I've got one kind of in front of me. I'm gonna go in with this bread pudding. Even, I don't know, it's just, it should just be called plain old vanilla. Like it should have been, it's just, this is so boring. It's so boring. And I don't mean to be like a palette snob or be ugly to Beauty Bakery, because I love their Insta-Bake foundation. I think it is an excellent foundation that no one really ever talks about, or not many talk about. And it's very, very thin in consistency. So it's lightweight on the skin, but you have great coverage with it. And it lasts all day. It is like a very natural skin-like finish to it. So I highly recommend that by Beauty Bakery. But like, I don't know, their eyeshadows, they're okay. Like that last Do It for the Gram palette was, it was decent. Like the shimmers actually were pretty and I liked my look from it, but it's not their standout, is not their eyeshadow. Like that's not what they're known for. So I'm gonna go in with Warm Cocoa next, this deepest one. Okay, this is not even, no. If you're gonna have a neutral palette, I mean, this is more mid-toned. So in my neutral palettes, I like to see, you know, maybe 1 or 2 lighter shades for blending or like inner corner or something. And then a couple of mid-tones, and then you need, you know, something deeper, much, much deeper than this. Because I just don't feel like people with deeper skin tones are gonna be able to do much with this. And I'm not trying to do anything fancy with this because it's not a palette that I'm gonna keep, that I'm really trying to max out the potential of. I'm just trying to, you know, show you guys that you can't, if you get this palette and you think you may wanna keep it, but you're not sure, that I mean, maybe you could do a decent like everyday look, but like I wouldn't say this is like Valentine's Day look or anything really special. All right, then I guess I'm gonna go with this mango pudding. Mango pudding, what the heck is that? Who eats mango pudding? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. I mean, I guess it could be tasty. But it is this orange. I actually like this shade. I like the tone of this because now if you would have had a shade like this in there with like a deep, you know, like burgundy, that would look good together. This is a pretty orange shade. And then if you had a really pretty, like maybe like duochrome that's gold and pink to pop with this, like I could see that being pretty. That would be more interesting, but as it is, not so much. Okay, let's see. Let's just go with this Nana pudding. That's what my kids call my mom, is Nana. And I'm just gonna kind of run this over here. Now, this is the most cool tone shade in here, except for maybe rice pudding, which is almost like, I don't know, it's like a bone color. So you can kind of mix those in with a warm tone and make it cooler toned. To kind of give it a little bit of contrast, but all right. Then I'm gonna take a shimmer. Let's go with almond jelly, because honestly, this is the most intriguing shade in here to me. It looks like a pretty brown, ew, but it's not even, what? Okay, I felt like the shimmer in the Do It for the Gram palette was better than this. This is pretty like flat. See, not a ton of shine. It's kind of disappointing. And then I'm gonna take spiced caramel and I'm gonna put it on this little brush and see if that does anything. Where is it? In the inner corner. It's building up a little bit, but not much. Okay, very basic, not very Valentine's looking at all. I would say this is even more like a fall palette. I guarantee you it didn't do well and they just threw it in here to get rid of. That's what I think. Okay, I'm gonna do the other eye and put on some liner so we can test out the mascara. Hopefully that will be better. Okay, so other eye is done. I also added this liner in the lower lash line to give it like a little gold pop. It is from Milani. It is Gold Digger. And then I used, just to give it a little more interest, I used a burgundy liner by Colored Rain. It is in the shade Maroon. And then I always prime my lashes, and I always say that before I use a mascara, that, where'd that mascara go? That some people, you know, like, oh, but I'm gonna test it without a primer, but I don't get that. Like, if you always use a primer, and I suggest using a primer, this Essence one, then use the mascara, test it with the primer. So I do like the wand. Let me just show you that. I love plastic skinny bristle wands. The claims on this, I believe it's supposed to give your lashes like 45%, some weird number like that. Let's see, flexible, lightweight, builds easy, magnetically charged core, pulls the magnetic mineral enriched formula. Okay, so I like these type of wands because I can get in there and separate. I like to pull up and twist. I don't have very naturally long lashes. They're not like super short and stubby, but they're not naturally long and they are pretty thin. I mean, that's separating nicely. Let me do the lower lash line. Again, also with mascaras, it's hard to tell first impression. Sometimes I can tell I'm gonna hate one, but they don't usually get great until you've used it several times, because it just needs a while for it to be open, coat the bristles. But first impressions aren't bad. It's curling up, it's separating, maybe a little volume. I don't notice it's lengthening, maybe like a little bit of volume. Not terrible. I wouldn't say I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be amazing. But again, it could get better with time. Okay, let me do the other eye and then we'll add the lip and see how that is. Okay, I just wanna come back on and show you that I did the other eye, and it's a really dry formula. Eyelashes look okay. I don't know if it's gonna be a favorite, but I just wanted to show you with both eyes. But I'm actually gonna pop on lashes because that's just what I do. Okay, so I'm gonna actually line my lips with, this is an eyebrow pencil from Il Maquillage that they sent me, but it was way too kind of like cool and ashy. And I now use it as a lip liner instead of an eyebrow pencil. It's not that it's the best lip liner, I just like it for like a cool toned lip. Although I'm thinking this liquid lip might be a little bit warm toned, but maybe it'll give a contrast. Okay, the Give Them Lala in Booty Call. Let's see. Okay, definitely like nude, almost concealer nude with like a hint of a peachy tone. The consistency is actually not too bad going on. It doesn't feel like an extremely drying liquid lip. I mean, there's a time and place. Sometimes I like this type of lip. I don't know. It doesn't look too bad, but it's okay. Okay, you guys, I feel like this always happens where I'm like, I dog on this selection and then I end up liking my look. However, I do think the reason why I like this look the most is because of the one shade that I like in this palette, which is that Mango Pudding. That's this orange shade down here. And because of the liner that I used, this like maroon liner, I think that's what's giving it interest, but this didn't come in the box, so don't be fooled by that. But you see what I mean? Like if this palette had like maybe these, but then it had like burgundies and maybe some sort of like pinky gold in here, like it could have been a really pretty, like more interesting palette and could have been more of a Valentine's palette, but as is, it's just really, really boring. I like this liquid lip, I think, for like, if I'm really going for like a nude lip, it's not bad. So it's not a complete fail. And then the moisturizer so far, like I said, I've only tried it once, but you know, that's not enough time to see if, is it gonna break me out, how I feel about it over time. But I do like how it sat on my skin, and I like the way that it smells, and I like the way that my makeup went on over it. I still don't really have an opinion about this eye serum. I will say, however, my eyes feel really dry. Like the skin on my eyelid is drier than normal. I don't know if that's because I need this and a cream, because I only used this and I didn't use an eye cream. So maybe together it will be better. So I'm not gonna say that this dried them out quite yet. And the last item, the mascara, definitely have to keep using it to see. I mean, I think my bottom lashes look pretty good. So So far, it's definitely not a fail. But overall, my opinion still stands the same, that I just think their theming is so off. Like, I have a friend on here, I'll pop her over here. She had a little bit different variation, but pretty much the same. It's her birthday month, and she was really looking forward to like a Valentine's palette. And she got the same palette and was like, what? Like, she had a similar opinion that I did. So I do actually like this look. I think it turned out pretty, but I'm still just very underwhelmed. But let me know what you guys think. Like, do you think I'm crazy? Do you think this was perfect for Valentine's Day? Am I just totally not with the times? Is it all about neutrals now? Let me know. And as always, have fun shopping. Budget shopping. Bye.